Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Tasty Tuesday, and today we are talking about all the wonderful things that you can eat in Key West. Now, if you're planning a trip down the Florida Keys or Key West, there is so much delicious food that you really don't want to miss out on. I have said this before that Key West itself has over 300 bars and restaurants on a 2 by 4 island. So there is a lot to choose from. Um, First and foremost, if you are a foodie and you go to Key West for the food, let us know in the comments below. Let us know your favorite restaurant. What are your must try dishes? What are the ones that you absolutely get off the plane or park the car and have to go get? What are those? Tell me your favorite Key West eats, not just the food, but the place, but also the experience. What are some of those? We're going to be talking about a lot today. So I've got my notes and we're ready to roll into this. In the meantime, as you start to check in with us and see what's going on, put down in the comments below, hey, Michelle, this is the one I like the best, or this is where I go. Michael saying Blue Heaven, absolutely a must. Yes, that is on my list for sure. So let's start with breakfast. Can't skip breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day. And so, we've talked about this a lot. You've got Cuban Coffee Queen. There are 3 locations in Key West, and I tell everybody this all the time. I go there for my cafe con leche. I get 2 sugars. I know it's kind of sweet, but you're in Key West. You got to do that. Of course, we've talked about this. They have Cuban sandwiches, but they also have the Key Wester, which is what I do for breakfast. And of course, I split that sandwich with my husband because they are large. And of course, I've got to grab other things and snack along the way. So that's breakfast option number 1. Number 2, like Michael said, Blue Heaven. Can't miss out Blue Heaven. Absolutely iconic Key West. It's a local favorite. It's located over in historic Bahama Village. And so if you're there right before Fantasy Fest and you're attending Goombay Festival, that's the area that you're going to be in. And they have their famous dishes like lobster Benedict and fluffy French toast. And you've got this outdoor seating with the roosters walking around. And of course, for breakfast, you have to have a Bloody Mary. So, of course, Blue Heaven, breakfast. Add that on there. Um, Another place is the Southernmost Beach Cafe. You're by the water. It's a cool, chilled vibe in terms of what's going on. It's a great spot. Again, you've got the water view. They provide local fresh seafood, and if you've been vibed a little bit on Duval the night before and you need something to revitalize you and to cure what ails you, they offer some classic breakfast hangover favorites for sure. Some other ones that you could add to your list is Harpoon Harry's. Love that place. Keep in mind they only take cash, but there is an ATM there, and they do have a bar in the morning. And of course, there's other places along Duval that you can head out for breakfast. Now, we've had our breakfast, and it's now midday, and I'm looking for a snack. Um, I'm sure you guys are too. I'm gonna go here all the time. Garbo's Grill. It's a great food truck. It's quirky. It was on Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives, and they serve great fish tacos and lobster rolls. And of course, you can't beat the location. You've got Hank's Hair of the Dog sitting right there. You can grab again. My favorite is the white peach sangria, so I grabbed that. Another place we haven't talked about this place for a while is Bo's Fish Wagon. Absolutely iconic. It's been there forever. And it's a historic building, I'm going to say ish. It's just this, you just have to go. If you haven't been there, go. They have a killer fish sandwich. And it's all about that island vibe. You go in and it's nothing pretentious. It's just this great place to be. Another place just to stop in for a little snack is Eaton Street Seafood Market. Not only do they sell fresh fish, that you can take back to, like if you're renting a condo and you've got a kitchen, you can rent, you can buy things and go back and fix them. So they sell things like mai mai and Key West pink shrimp, but they also have sandwiches and lobster rolls and some really yummy things that you should grab and try. And they have outdoor seating, so you can sit there and relax and enjoy the eye. If I'm also looking for another really cool place for just a midday snack and to people watch, head over to Amigo's Hot Tortilla Bar. It's right there on Green Street. They have the ability to sit. It's not really outside. It's undercover, but you can face Green Street and you can people watch all day. It's a great spot to, like I said, to people watch. A great spot for quick bites. They have tacos and nachos and awesome margaritas. So be sure to check those out. So now we're heading into, we've had our midday snack, lunchish, if you want to call it that. So now let's look at seafood options and dinner options. Again, like I said, there are a ton of places to go. And as you're listening to me go, hey, Michele, you've missed this spot, or be sure to include this in the list. Also, be sure to head over to FunInKeyWest.com. I have got a ton of things over there to suggest of where to eat, but also grab our free happy hour guide. So let's start off. Seafood and dinner. Half shell raw bar. They've got a great ambiance. You're out there by the water. It's a local favorite. They have fresh seafood. Of course, they have the raw bar. So they have fresh fish dip and oysters. And they also have that elusive Key West pink shrimp. And so you want to go there. They've got a really interesting and cool key lime pie as well. Be sure to check out theirs. Craving some Cuban food, of course, El Siboney. They have, the roast pork and the Cuban mixed sandwiches that we talked about before. And of course, everybody just has rave reviews about this place. They have a place over in Old Town, but they also have a place over on Stock Island. Speaking of Stock Island, Hogfish Bar and Grill. This place is it's a hidden gem, but it's also a nod back to old Key West. This is, fishing camps. Think about that. They serve hogfish, which is a local favorite, and there's this casual sitting places there. It's picnic tables, and it's a laid back vibe, but it's such a cool place to go. So if you have the opportunity to head over to Stock Island, go there, check it out. El Maison de Pepe. So we're back next to Mallory Square. Again, I talked about this place. This place always always makes me wish I knew how to salsa dance. But it's a perfect place to experience Cuban food and all these Cuban influences on their dishes. So they have a pork tenderloin. Of course, they have those Cuban mixed sandwiches. And like I said, the live music outside, it's going to make your feet want to dance. You got to dance off and move to work off all of this food. If you're looking for something a little more upscale, probably going to need reservations here, but Hot Tin Roof. It's fine dining. They have small plates, and it has this romantic dining room view and feel. They have, yellowtail snapper when in season and lobster rolls, but they offer just a really nice place if you're looking for just a place to have something to celebrate something special. Maybe you're just celebrating Tuesday. I'm okay with that. On to one of my very favorite things, which is sweet treats and dessert. Of course, you've got the idea. Well, you come to Key West and some people, and I've seen this in the comments, some people come to Key West for key lime pie and others are like, no, I don't like it. Whatever floats your boat. If you want to do a key lime pie stroll and figure out which one you like the best, go for it. If not, there are plenty of other things to do. Better than sex. It's all about desserts. But you can, check out places, over Stock Island Treats. You've got eateries over there. So if you're over there exploring and having dinner in Stock Island, check out some of the other places over there and that you can grab. Of course, you're going to have a cocktail or enjoy a happy hour, either cocktails in the afternoon, happy hour before dinner, however you're going to do that. One of my best places for happy hour, and I talk about it all the time, is the Conch Republic Seafood Restaurant. This place offers buy one, get one. So you buy one and you get a coin that then you can turn in for another. So it's one of the best. Another place I don't talk about a whole lot, but I really enjoy is the Thirsty Mermaid. Very small, intimate place. Food is amazing. You can go check out, the house wines and the cocktails. And of course, they've got a great menu if you happen to want to grab something there. Don't forget about live music. You come to Key West not only for the food and the drinks, but the live music. And so many local restaurants offer, somebody coming in and sitting and playing while you eat during happy hour. Of course, you've got, Duval Street that you can take full advantage of. And of course, Sunset Celebration. You can grab your drinks over at Sunset Key and walk over to Mallory Square, wander around. You can buy some conch fritters and walk through there, grab a sweet treats, grab something to eat. So here's some honorable mentions on things that you can eat. Let me know in the comments below. Hey, Michele, I come to Key West just for this, or I'll pass and this is what I would prefer. You have fish dip. I've tried it on various places, and everybody has their own particular spin on it. So if that is your vibe, be sure to check out different places that offer fish dip and then see which kind you like the best. It's kind of like conch fritters. They're not standard. Some people put their own little twist on it. Of course, fish tacos. Some are seafood, some are fish, some are grilled, some are fried, some have slaw, some don't have slaw. Figure out what kind you like. I know where my favorites are. Garbo's is one of them, but it's whatever you like. Spiny lobster is something that is a Key West delicacy, and if you like lobster, and it's a little interesting twist from the Maine type lobster. If you're looking for, obviously, I've talked about fine dining. You can go over to Latitudes. You've got Hot Tin Roof. And then there's, places along Duval for Italian food. And, you've got Martin's, and there are all kinds of places that you can go to. And if you're interested in more fine dining, hit me up, DM me, say, hey, Michele, what are some places I want to take my special person for dinner? And of course, there's a lot of Cuban influences in the food in Key West. So there may be something traditional that has a Cuban flair. So I'm going to give you a little bit of, I know I've gone a little long here, but some insider tips if you're a first timer. Old Town and Duval Street, bar, it's not only bar to bar next door, but there's food options along the way. If you're interested in any kind of food, you should be able to find it. It's also a good reason to walk, and so you can walk off some of those calories to explore Duval Street. I can't stress enough, places like Hot Tin Roof and Latitudes, you're going to need reservations, especially if you have a larger group that you're traveling with. So make sure, it's always a good idea to look ahead and say, we absolutely want to have dinner at Latitudes, and we're a group of 2 to 6 to 8. Make sure you get those in early so that you can get that done. And I'm here to tell you, if you're into chain restaurants, you're not going to find too many of them in Key West. Maybe over on North Roosevelt, you're going to find some, but historically down in Old Town and Midtown, they're just not going to be there. So take advantage of these locally owned establishments and really dive into this local seafood and the local flavors. So I've had a lot of things of what you can eat. Basically, whatever your heart desires, you can eat in Key West. So there's food trucks, casual dining, fine dining, dining by this on the sands over at Salute on the beach. You can have it there. Sarah Beth's offers a very high-end New York type vibe. Love it. Love the ducks when you walk in there. So tell me, what's your first stop when you get to Key West for food? Put it in the comments below. Say, hey, Michele, this is my first stop and my last stop. This is my first meal and my last meal. So I encourage you to head over to FunInKeyWest.com. check out all the information that we have over there. We are working on updating a lot of things. Our calendar of events is updated. So if you're trying to figure out, hey, what's going on in Key West, we try to keep that updated. And in the meantime, sign up for our happy hour list that gets you on our newsletter. And I try my darndest to get that out every Friday. And so even if you aren't coming to Key West anytime soon, or you've been to Key West, stay on that newsletter. Lots of cool things coming up. I'm going to tease it right here. A book club. So whenever you're missing Key West, you can just read about Key West. But let's talk about that. Launching soon. So you guys have a great Tuesday. Share in the comments below what you're making for dinner tonight. If you're in Key West, show pics of what you eat and where you ate it, and tell us what you think. In the meantime, have a great day.